Yes, hello. We're here now. Another beautiful day with my guest, and I'm excited to be here. Unfortunately, the internet is a little bit out of we are getting there. Yes, now it has catch up with the seconds. And yes, today is another beautiful day coming here to go live with another guest doing amazing work in Switzerland. Yes, for the last few weeks, I've been having great women doing great, and women and men doing great work in Switzerland. And I am happy to have her here with me. She's already with me, and I'm so grateful she has time to come and join us. And as you can see, she's very glamorous outside in the sun. Wow, love the great weather there. Yes, today looks like we're gonna have few hiccups, but we have a mission to accomplish here, and we're going to make sure that we reach our topic of today. The most important topic at the moment around the world is learn how to overcome fear, anxiety, stress, and depression. So this is a topic that we've been discussing for quite some time now, and it's my really honor to have here my guest, Lilian Njoki, all the way from Switzerland. She's a lady, powerful lady, doing amazing work there. She is a former trainer and for mind and body, and also an author. And we've shared a book there, what she's written, and so grateful to have her here on board. I hope you can hear us. We have a chat where you can tell us whether you can hear us. Let us know whether you can hear us wherever you are. Let us know whether you where you're listening us from as well. We would love to hear where you're listening us from. And also get yourself engaged to the topic for today, because it's a very much needed topic today. And that's why we're here, because we want to interact with you in the best way possible for today. Share with your friends. Thank you very much. I can say very important topic. Thank you, Eva, for mentioning that. Thanks for having, yes, Lilian is there. That's the lady behind here in front of me. And she's going to be telling us quite a lot of information that we need all to learn about. And since you can hear us well, Lilian, you can go ahead and introduce yourself. Who is Lilian Njoki? Sorry, you're muted. Let me unmute you.
Me.
Mm.
Is it better now? Okay. Thank you for having me here, Joy. It's an honor to be able to speak to everybody who is a diaspora people back home and also in diaspora. So I'm very honored that you have me. So my name is Lilian Njoki, as you heard, and I'm a transformational trainer. I started doing faster sports. I'm a fitness instructor, a personal trainer, and fitness. And then I combine meditation to train from the inside. That means the inner body training. So I combine mind and body. Yes. And I live in Switzerland, Basel. And I'm sitting outside. It's beautiful weather. So I'm happy to be here.
Great. It's an honor to have you,
So I
because
was
the topic for today is very much needed, and I can see people are joining us slowly. Share with your friends, gather up your friends. Sorry, you're muted. Let me unmute you. I can see here. I can also listen at the same time, and to make sure that you can hear us well, and you're all listening to us very loud and clear. Thank you for joining us. Who are joining us? I can see a few of you here. And thank you for that. And let's go ahead with the topic of today, because this topic is so important in the where we are today and the situation, what's going on in life right now. So many people are finding themselves they have fear, a lot of fear because of what is happening, especially with the COVID-19, and also just fear already from being born and being on this world on its own, anxiety as well, and a lot of stress, and which all leads to depression. which is that what we are here for. We are trying to stop these processes before they get to the depression part, where we have our many people suffering from this. So you have come up with this program, and you're helping people to really find where the problem is. Maybe help us along to understand where your background is in this kind of in this journey that you're doing right now for transformational trade. It's helping people to cover fear, anxiety, and stress.
Yes. So it's actually very complex. It's a very complex thing. And I think we all know fear. I think we are born with fear anyway. And I just have to let you know the meaning of fear. Fear is, we are born, first of all, let me say it this way. We are born with two kind of fears in this world. We are born with fear of falling down or loud noises. Those two you're born with. The other kind of fear, it was implanted, and that's why it's very difficult to get rid of it. Because it's just part of us. We've been conditioned now with the society, with the media, and the happening in the world. So you, and the environment you grew up in. So you grew up also being conditioned and put in a box so that you can fit in a family, you can fit in an environment. So the fear was always used so that you're afraid to do something, because if you do something, you're not going to belong in the family dynamic, or you're not going to belong in this class or this kind of school. So the fear came from implants, a program which is used even until today to put people in a box so that they don't go out of the box and become really self programming. And that's what is the meaning of the fear. The fear is the past also. It's something which is coming from the past, and it's implant, okay? And then the anxiety is about the future. We are all worried about what's going to happen. We don't know. We don't know what is going to happen this time. And the anxiety leads normally to fear and then depression. So it's the other way around. So the anxiety is about the future and unknown and what you can't control. And that's what we are at this time. We are all, most of us, we are having anxiety because we don't know what to do. And if you don't check fear and anxiety, it leads to depression. Yeah.
Wow, wow,
And
that's
so
quite.
what I, so should I continue?
Yes, yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry about
sure.
that.
Okay. Sometimes it's okay. So what I do, I came up with this meditation. It's called inner child meditation. The reason I call it inner child meditation is because you can go back inside you and reprogram what you really want to become or attract in your life. And that means you're taking that program which has been put inside you. That meaning the beliefs. We all have beliefs. We all have kind of beliefs, and most of the beliefs, they're fearful beliefs. Because when you believe something, it's what you manifest, it's what you become. And now the fear becomes a program which puts you in a position where you cannot go further because you're afraid what is going to come. I think we all know that story about an elephant in the circus when they're training elephants, the baby elephant, they come as babies and they put a strong chain on it as a baby. And this chain is short. It can only go until where he can eat and drink and then lay down. And this elephant grows to become a very strong elephant. And because it grew with that chain, it thinks it cannot leave the area because it's limited. And the fear is limiting. So whenever you feel like you're fearing something, it's because you are believing in a limiting belief. You think there's no outcome. And the fear is even more dangerous than anxiety because it's inside you. It's subconsciously inside you. And once you know that you can reprogram, like the elephant decide, I'm a big elephant now. I can get out of this. I can really wander around and can break the whole circus. I could mess it all up because I'm stronger and bigger than all these people. But it's something which is implanted that you can't go anywhere. So it's end up being just, stuck there. And we human beings, we are conditioned as children already to fit in a family, the environment, the school, and mostly it's about punishment. If you do something which is not allowed, you're punished, or you're put in a position where you're put down and you fear, right? So how can you come out of it? You can't. And right now we are going through this, and we have to really work with our subconscious and conscious to understand the sort of fear we are believing in, or the idea of we being stuck where we are not happy. Why are you there? Is it you who put that belief in yourself? Can you get out of that belief? And meditation, for me, I think is one of the best method, because you can meditate and get that blocks or those fear, bring them like a movie, play them. Why am I afraid of this situation? Why? Then you watch it. It's like watching a movie and seeing yourself playing in that movie and seeing the patterns you do, which makes you fear to do something. And from there on, you can start saying, I'm going to implant exactly that what I want to do or what I want to become. And that's where the meditation come in. And it really, when you consistently do that, you can conquer the fear. But it's work. But the decision is the most important thing here. When you decide, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this situation, I want to change it. The universe, I call God, universe, you can say God, or you can say whatever you want to call that bigger, mächtig, that's German, sorry, the bigger unknown. God, I say universe, is the same thing. You let go. Once you start meditating, you let go and say, and continue, and that helps you a lot. It helps you to conquer the fear then. So that's how I would explain about the fear. And me continuing, I'm not sure if Joy, you're joining back.
Yes,
You're
yes.
mute a bit.
I'm
Yeah.
listening and enjoying all that and pulling a lot of people to come along and listen to this because it's a very, very, very a very important topic here that we are talking about, and I want people to understand the definition behind it and how to overcome it as well, because all of us are affected in one way or another throughout the life. Some of us have managed to come out with it very well and clean, and some of us are still hanging there with the fears, with the anxiety at the moment. We are facing this quite a lot in the society, and that's among us, especially the diasporans who are in all over Europe here, where you don't even have your family, you don't hear you have your friends, you live on your own sometimes, and you tend to have fear, which is I like the definition of what you say, and I remember this definition was also quite told to me that a fear is a definition of the false evidence appearing real. So and it's quite interesting how we humans tend to make fear something that doesn't exist to be really the one to control us in the life. So I like that the way you explain to that. So I'll let you go ahead, because this is another topic, the anxiety. The anxiety is another one that you need to explain to people to understand what is anxiety, so that people can really understand, to know how are they feeling, what does that mean, anxiety, so that they can really understand the topic of today. So I want to acknowledge everybody who has joined us. Feel free to leave a comment. Let us know what you think about our topics. Let us know where you're listening from. We have a chat, and I'm happy to share with other people here. Yes, thank you very much, Eva. Very important topic. Yes, and keep throwing your comments here, and we're happy to share with others. So go ahead, Lilian. Tell us, what is anxiety? What does the definition mean? What is anxiety?
So my definition of anxiety, I'm sure there are many other definitions, but what I believe anxiety is fear of unknown, fear of the future, and fear of what you cannot control yourself. Because the fear, you live with the fear, and you know how to control sometimes the fear, because it's a program. So the fear means you can't do this and can't do that. So you know where to stay. You are in a box. But anxiety is unknown. It's something you're afraid of, the future, unknown, and something you can't control. And that's where we are now with this pandemic. We don't know. We don't know, because it's a lot of things happening at the same time. There are many controversy. People are talking this, talking that, this and that, news everywhere. There's a lot happening at the same time. So there's no way we can control all that's happening. And that's where the anxiety comes. And the anxiety comes at the moment, I think that what I'm getting right now is about the fear, the anxiety, the fear of the future. That means am I going to lose my job? Is it going to be again a normal? Are we going to be normal again? Are we going to be able to live a normal life after this? So this becomes an anxiety because it's something you don't know how to solve, and you have no outcome out of it. And this is even more dangerous because it keep coming. I mean, you're living with it, but you're trying to be normal and dealing with it, and you find sometimes you really can deal with it, and sometimes you cannot, because it's really, it's untangible because we don't know. And that's what anxiety is, what you don't know, and the fear of the future, and the fear of not having control of your life. Because at the moment, most of us are losing jobs, we have children, the children are suffering mostly on anxiety right now. I mean, most children are so confused and they're suffering from anxiety, not even fear anxiety, because they don't know, they don't understand that what's going on. And we grown-ups, we give them that energy because we are also confused, and they feel it, they see it, and they can see maybe their parents out there stressed out. And so the kids cannot express what they feel inside, but they're suffering most than we grown-ups because it's confusing. So anxiety is that what you cannot control, is the fear of the future and unknown. So that's what I would say anxiety is.
That's let's point it out. And I'll let you go ahead and explain to us how do we deal with anxiety now that we know what it is. How do we deal with it, not to also pass the energy to the other people, and especially you said our children. We are now at home. We have our families here. How can we help that we can deal with the anxiety?
So I come back to the meditation. I teach for the anxiety, the people who have anxiety and they come to me, I teach them breathing techniques, because you can cure that quickly with breathing technique, because you're coming back to yourself and checking with yourself. I'm all right, I'm healthy, I'm actually fit, and what I don't know I cannot control. I leave it out there. The God, the universe, or whatever will help me. I don't have to be in control of everything. So anxiety, you can really deal with it, and it's not so bad like the fear, because the fear is deep. So anxiety is something unknown and you don't have control. So you can actually surrender. It is so at the moment, and I can do nothing about it. But what I can do, I want to stay healthy. I want to take care of my immune system by doing exercises, which I teach. The most people who are anxiety, I teach. Even me, I get anxiety sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm self-employed. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh my God, I should get clients. So, and then I check and I realize, Lilian, you're healthy. You have something to eat, a place to sleep. You're healthy. Breathe in, breathe out. Especially, I have special techniques for breathing, which really helps to calm you down. Then you come back to yourself, and it's really help. It helps really, especially mothers and fathers with children, with little children. I would love to teach children how to take care of that feeling. They don't know what to call it because they don't know if it's fear, anxiety. They don't know, but they know they're feeling something. So I would like to train the parents some techniques where they can teach their kids before they sleep and before they wake up, just to prepare them to go throughout the day without fear or just having stress. Because anxiety is actually really still light, still can work on it. It's not yet deep. We can really change it and stop it. Yeah. Are
Quite.
you on? Am I on? You can
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
me?
yeah, yes, you're still there. We can hear you quite well. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else who's joining us now, thank you for making time. I can, yes, we have a little bit of noise. We have the technology here, but please feel free to comment on the topic. I can see quite a lot of people mentioning there. Eva, yes, I used to suffer with anxiety. It takes time, but you are right, with working on yourself, you can come over it. Thank you for mentioning that, Eva. And another thing, I agree. I find meditation so helpful. So our people have been. Let's talk about the diaspora, the African diaspora, in terms of the anxiety and as well as the fear, right? How do you rate us in terms of this? Because I tend to feel, does it matter who gets more than the other one? Do we have it more in our society for the diaspora? Or do we really recognize it, or we just ignore it because nobody ever told us about what it is or how we are feeling? And you know how our tradition is. We are never allowed to speak up, right? You find if you speak up when you're young, you're told keep quiet because what you're feeling is normal. Just get along with your life, right? The culture I'm talking about, being raised from an African family, is a very tough family. And when you have now, and you're an adult, and you tend to hear some of the things of fear. Of course, fear is something that anyway we feel already when you're young. How do you rate us in the diaspora and the African community in these levels of anxiety?
That's a tough one, I'm telling you. First of all, we come to the Western world with our own beliefs, our own conditioning, and different kinds of fear, right? Our fears are not like the Western fear. So first of all, we don't get it. We at the beginning, especially, what they fear is what we think. What the hell? What is that? Why are you afraid of that? Because our fear, I feel, is like hardcore fear. I find it's a hardcore fear because it started since you're a little baby, and it's a hardcore training to fit to your family. I mean, it's hard love, but sometimes it's way too hard. And even you're beaten up as a child. So we are conditioned really so deep. And that's why it's rooted, especially in us Africans. It's hard to work with it, very hard. And then we come here, and then the rules which are here, which also fear, because its conditioning is always fear. That's why we have fear, it's conditioning. Then we have to learn the other stuff here, which is fear, based on fear. And we have our belief, and it doesn't fit well. And we're trying to fit here while we still believe the way we believe, and it doesn't fit well. So what happens, we don't know how to deal with this. We don't even know how to explain it. We don't get it. And it become a chaotic kind of startup living in Europe. I mean, it's crazy. Everybody has a story. And sometimes when I hear these stories, I find it like comedy, because these are two different worlds. It's like what is in Africa happening is totally opposite of what is happening in Europe. So you're like trying to fit the both worlds together. And it's hard. It's hard. So what I had issue with was understanding when I was feeling sad, because I did not know how to explain it, or when I was going a little bit from depression, because I also went through a little bit depression when I was trying to fit in, having little kids, a divorced woman, single mother with little babies, finding jobs and not getting the jobs because of maybe my skin color or whatever the reason it was, living with the anxiety and the fear of being judged because of my skin color or my education. So what do? You keep that inside you, right? Because you don't know what to do. And if I call you Joy, you have the same story. So we were not able to find the solution. And I discovered meditation long time before. I mean, I've been meditation for almost 20 years, but I was even afraid to tell people that I use meditation to calm me down, because that worked for me somehow. Because we are Christian. I was brought up as a Catholic, really strict Catholic. And so when you have issues, you discuss it within the family, or you call a friend and you talk and you pray and it's over. But it wasn't working for me. I decided to change. Well, I take care of my inner side of myself and deal with my issues alone, because I felt like I had nobody to really explain these to. And I think that's what we suffer a lot. I think when I started meditation, people laughed at me. They said, "What are you doing? What is that? It's not African-like, and we don't understand you." And so it was really crazy. But I continued learning more about that, and I did it. And so it was really helping me. And I think I recommend that for diaspora. But it's difficult because what is meditation? Why should I do meditation? Why should I be believing what I was not taught? It's complicating. So because we pray, when you're sad, you pray, but meditation is on your own. You have to learn how to do it on your own. You don't need a group, and so it's quite difficult. And we are group people. We are used to solve problems within the family and friends, and and it's difficult here in diaspora because you're alone. You don't know who to call. You don't know. That's why you started the group Awe Joy. That's why you started African Women in Europe, because you are there and you're like looking for your sisters here and there. And it's difficult. That's why we suffer double more, and we keep it, and until it becomes a really a hard, and some of us give up and go back home too. So because we are a group, we are a people for, a community, tribes. We need tribes. We need our tribes. We need, that's what happens. So it's difficult. I understand that.
Yes, that's true. That's how we started our way, because we needed to connect to the right kind of people. We needed to have a level of to reduce the fear and anxiety of being in a country on your own. And it was so important for us to make sure that we were connected. And the Awe started as a way of bringing women together, having a platform where we're all thinking the same and feeling the same and calling each other. We have, as you know, we have members who have been there for over 13 years existing, and we know each other. We know where we are. Whenever we want to call somebody, you call each other, and that's how I got to know Lilian as well, based in Switzerland, doing amazing work there. And one for another, we're good friends. We meet each other. We exchange. It's so important to build up your network. So that's what Lilian is trying to say here. It's so important to build your network because it's your network. And this will reduce a lot of issues that are going on. And you know you're not the only one. And learning from others, you can also learn a lot. Let's now go to this topic of the word stress, because for me, the word stress was I was coming out from the background in Africa. You go like stress, okay. We use it just because it's a nice word. Oh, I'm stressed up. I'm stressed up, And some of these can also be called out like burnout, But we have no idea what is burnout. Who taught you what is burnout? And for me, I hear people getting burnout as well. So how do you feel? As you said, we come from a different culture. We tend not to have the same definition of these words. So how would you help us define stress according to you?
I'm laughing. It's true, because in Africa, when I was growing up there, when you say you're stressed, people find it's cool. Oh, wow, she has something to do. She's stressed. Because it's a different definition. Hey, and a stress, who you are, so she has stress. So the stress is when you want to be perfect. The stress is self-sabotaging. That's what I think. Because you think you have to be very, not when you don't feel you're enough. You're
I'm sorry about that. Yes, the sound was gone. Thank you for letting us know. Yes, the sound had disappeared there, and yes, we had an issue there because of the connection. But I can see my guest is back now, and
I'm back
you'll be
again.
able to join us as well. Yes, you're back, and yes, I can see you quite well and clear. So yes, it's all about definition. Thank you, everybody who is joining us. Let us know how you're getting on with this topic of ours. So today, it's about learning, fear, anxiety, stress, and depression. Let's see how you can also gain from this great discussion here. So I can see you're still frozen again, my dear Lilian, and hoping it can work out again on your side. Let me know whether you can hear us.
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Now you're frozen. I can't hear you. Oh, God. Hello? I can't hear. Can't hear.
Yes, go ahead with the stress definition.
Can
On
you
this
hear
side,
me?
yes, we
Can
can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Go
All
ahead.
right. Sorry about this internet thing. I don't know what's happening anyway. So, yeah, I was talking about the stress. The stress is only, you get stressed because you take so many little projects and you want to do them perfectly. And that's what we Africans, we've been told you can do everything, think about everything at the same time, take care of these. And especially the women. Women are always full of stress because we have a lot of stuff to do. We think multitasking is a talent. It's not. We are not supposed to multitask. If you want to be good at one, perfect and correct, do one thing first and then the next. But when you do so much, you think you're being productive and wow, it's great. And that's what comes to stress and burnout. Burnout is also caused because you're not enough. You don't think you're good enough. So and it's normally you're trying to impress, or you have this project and you want to deliver on time and to do it better than your partners or the team members because you're competing of the position. And most people who uh, suffer from burnout are those ones on a team position or projects, those who are given projects to complete and they're afraid to lose the position to their peer employee or to to the other partner in the same company. And so they give their all. They even sleep in the office trying to make the project work. They will go over the board to give it. And that's a feeling of not feeling good enough. And that causes stress or burnout at the end. And I think we don't get. I did not know those terms too. Actually, in Africa, we never talked about depression because we don't know what the hell is depression. We don't even know fear. We even don't know it's fear. We just know it's things you don't do. You just don't do that, then you'll be fine. You'll be safe. Don't do that, then you'll be safe. Nobody's gonna touch you. So it's all these. It's when I came here. It's when I started thinking, hey, stress. Okay, stress is not positive. It's negative. In Africa, it was actually positive. Kinda, kinda. We did not take it like, oh my God. Burnout, what the hell is burnout? Burnout, even here, people still don't know what it is. But burnout is trying to prove you are better than others or trying to go over the board of what you are able to do to impress or to complete something so that you're given, oh, wow, you're good. And mostly there are those people who maybe grew up in a family where they were not told you are very good, you did a good job. Those people who are told you're not good enough, you'll never make it. So when they're grown ups, they start doing that kind of impress, people pleaser. They become people pleaser, and I was one of those. I even think I suffered from burnout myself because I did a lot, and I think it was not depression, it was a burnout. And that's why I realized, because I was a people pleaser, because I never felt good enough growing up. So I would do so much and be good to everybody, and I was all over the place, and at the end nowhere. So that's what causes stress and burnout for me. Meditation helps to to calm down. Yeah, I think burnout. I think you have to believe you're good enough, and you can only do enough of what you're capable of. Don't try to overdo or go over the board of what you're not able to, and be good to yourself. And you do things for you, not to impress somebody, because at the end of the day, it's your health. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I like that what you said. Stress can be quite different, defined. Thank you, everybody who's joining us. I can see some people are also on the live stream and as well as on other platforms. And yes, and the topic, as you can hear for today, is quite straightforward about fear, anxiety, stress, and depression. And we are trying to see how best Lilian manages all these together. The depression part, how do you deal with that in your practice? How do you help people to get out of depression? And what methods are you using to support the people to come out of the depression? Maybe these are very good topics of that. Meanwhile, if you have any question, put it on the chat. We are going to answer you as we go. Now we are going closer towards the end. And don't forget, we have a special video coming up where you will learn how to do some few things from Lilian. And this one will make you relax and start the weekend the best way. So keep holding on there. We have a good program that is coming up. We're gonna help you to go through it through her project. So if you have any question, please put it here and hold on and waiting for at the end, we'll give you a nice project of how to cool down and start the week the bright way. So let us know how you deal with depression and how you help people to go through this.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, I have to say this. I'm not a doctor. Depression is now deep. We have different kinds of depression. So if you are under medication and you are going to the doctor, please do that. I'm not a doctor. I can only give you my knowledge of meditation, and that's a lot of work. So if you're deep depressed, sometimes it's good to still keep your medication and maybe try meditation or come to me and I can help you. And I'm going to start online classes and lessons. And if you need to start something with me, please inbox me, then I'll let you know. So the depression, first of all, comes through all these pressures, right? Your body inside is very, very strong. It's very resilient. It can take a lot of stress. But just imagine it's like electricity, right? Every time you have an issue, it goes inside you somewhere. It could be the heart, it could be any part of your organs. And this is like, just think of an electricity. When you touch with the wet finger, it goes bzz, bzz. So every time you living under anxiety, fear, stress, you are sending this energy inside your body somewhere. And that's why people come up with strokes, heart attack, or any other diseases which are related to this kind of behavior repeatedly, because the body takes it until a certain time, and you do get warning signals. So if you feel like you're feeling you don't want to wake up in the morning, and you don't feel like doing anything, everything is so difficult, you're not happy about anybody, or you're just having a bad day, every time you wake up you're feeling like, oh my god, I hate my life. So you're suffering already from a depression. So what I would say, you have to keep checking. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? What is your intuition telling you? Because the intuition has all the answers, and you really know. And that's where the meditation starts. Meditation is not sitting and closing your eyes only and try to think of nothing. Meditation I teach is to go back inwardly and check the feeling. And your body communicates with you 24/7. We know, but we ignore. We know, we feel, it speaks to you. When something doesn't feel right, it is not right. Don't do it. And that's the what we say, the angel and the devil. The angel is always speaking, don't, in a very beautiful, soothing voice. I wouldn't do it if I was you. Don't do it, don't do it. And the devil goes, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then you ignore that soft, beautiful voice telling you, then you go do this stuff, and then you get ill. So depression will come if you don't check your fear, your anxiety, and the stress, because these things lead to depression. Then you lose control totally. So I think meditation is very, very important. But again, I have to repeat, I don't cure depression, and I don't deal with depression because I'm not a doctor. This is really now on the last stage, and it needs really a medical doctor, I think. But you can combine that with meditation, because then medicine, if you get addicted to medication, which people do, they live with it. They live with this pill because they lost control of their inner intuition or their subconscious. Because once you resist and say, I don't need this pill, I want to do it the natural way, then you can do it. You can meditate. You can say, I want to change my life. And that means everything, people. I did that. I changed my friends I hang out with. I moved away from where I was living, where I felt it was not fine with me. I stopped going shopping to the places I used to go. So I changed everything. And then my subconscious started changing and bringing new people to me, because the universe, that's what does. The energy you give out is what attracts. I mean, the energy you give out is what comes back to you. So I changed how I think, the people I interact with, and I became a different human being. That's why I'm speaking to you now. And I learned you have to go back and reprogram everything, change all the things you've been doing if you want to become healthy and away from depression, stress, and anxiety. Because you cannot be living doing the same thing and expecting to change. And it's better to start now, and 1 year later you'll be a happier person, because anyway the year is still gonna come. It doesn't matter if you stay there where you are or you change, so the year will still happen. But so what it is, you have to change now, so that next year you can say, wow, it's been a tough year, but I'm happy I did it. Because you need to decide. Decision is the key. The most important thing in life is a decision. Once you make a decision, it's a wonder. Things start happening. It's crazy. The universe, the God, just notice, oh, now she's ready. I can really guide her, because we all have a purpose here, and we all are one, and we can really achieve whatever we want. But we have to stop taking control of what we cannot even work on or change. We have to trust in the unknown and pray and meditate. I think these two things are amazing. Yeah, so I would recommend really saying I want to change now, but really change everything, which is not easy. I understand. The toxic friends you have, you don't need them. You don't need anybody. Okay, member of family is difficult, but sometimes you can tell them, look, guys, I love you, but I'm changing. I don't want this stress, because families sometimes are really, really, especially we diaspora Africans, we suffer a lot from families' pressure, and we respect that, because it's the way we've been told that you cannot answer back, and you should help them. You're here, you're struggling, you don't have money, job, whatever, and you still have to send money back home. And these are very, very difficult things. We need to stand up and say, look, I mean, it's the same. Africa, Europe, we all have the same thing. We are all in the same box. And we need to stand up, especially we Africans. We need to really say no to some traditions, because it's really killing us here in Europe, or, just the diaspora part of it. It's really hard on us. We need to communicate to our people back home. So change how you think, change how you feel, change how you see yourself. You're a child of God, child of universe, and universe loves you and wants to support you. So when you surrender, then it comes. That's why I give lessons on inner child meditation, because when you really let go, that means let go, and then God comes in and help you, because now you don't know what to do, and you should surrender and agree that all will be fine. Really trust, faith and trust, and unknown, because that's the intelligent power which is out there. So yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow, wow. That is so powerful message there you had. It's all about how you decide to make your decisions, how to move forward. And there are all different way of doing it. As you can hear, she does a lot of transformational trainings, one-to-one. She has groups as well. She has done very great stuff that we are going to give you at the end of this video. We're going to be trying her meditation way of doing things, and how to calm down, how to get to that when you reach these points, because it's all about how do you deal with it when you feel the way fear. Because if you let it so long, it might end up being a depression, and then you have to go for the medication. How do we stop exactly at the point early enough to avoid a lot of damage within yourself and the family as well, that it's not even manageable to get back to zero, but it's always managed. Everything is possible. So I love that as well, for making time to come here to talk to us. I've been trying also your technique as well. You also do a lot of things. If you're looking for a partner and you have trouble to find a man, Lilian is there for you. She has very nice tips of how to do that. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
It's never gonna end story. You know, I have a lot of information. I could talk the whole night. So first of all, I have to say I have written a book. I want to say people investing in yourself is the most important thing. Stop investing in material, because what you invest in yourself here, nobody can ever take that away from you. Nobody. You can lose everything, but that's the most important thing. And we people, we have to start reading books and listen to podcasts and videos like this, because I know our people don't read so much. The diaspora Africans don't read so much. Here, I invested. So I think the knowledge I have and books I've read and the seminars I've gone to cost, I don't know how much. I could buy a house maybe in Africa, but look what I have now. I'm happy because I invested. And without investing in your knowledge and your personal development, you won't make it today. Today, the life is very complex. I have a book I've written. It's an ebook. It's easy read. And actually, I wrote that book in mind of our people, diaspora. And it's called God Wants You to Know. We're going to put a link down there. You can download it, read it, because all these stuff I've talked about, they're in this book. Okay, and that's one thing I wanted to say. And the other thing about love, falling in love, I think that should be another video, Joy, but I'll just leave you with this. And I have in my YouTube, people can go in YouTube and listen to that. Actually, I even have nice tips on YouTube. I just started doing YouTube now. Oh my God, I am also getting online now. So go on YouTube and check. I'm old school people. I like feeling people because I use also energy healing. I can get headaches out and all that. So I need people. So now I have to learn about, I'm not like Joy. Joy is like, whoa. Anyway, I'm trying my best. Go to YouTube and get those videos.
Everybody have their call. Everybody have their call.
So true. If you need help, by the way, contact Joy. I swear she's the best when you don't know what to do, business online or positioning anything online. Contact Joy. I really, really, you know, we are lucky we have Joy. Anyway, thank you, Joy, for this. And the other thing about love, about love. First, you have to love yourself. Like, you have to love yourself so unconditionally, because you want to live with somebody who love themselves. So if you love yourself and you can live with yourself, that means the guy has to be like you so that he can live with you. So if you love yourself, then you'll attract somebody who will love you the way you love yourself. Because if you love yourself, then you live with yourself and you love yourself, you love your guts, you love everything about you, that's when the love comes. The right love. That's one thing. The rest you can check on YouTube, and otherwise we do another video. We can talk about that. So yeah, love,
Yes,
love, love.
you hear, guys. I told you the Lilian has a lot of tips for us here in every angle you look at it. Yeah, because it's as you said, it's a way of learning and reading and training and investing your money and time to learn about how to deal with the small blockage we have in life. Why are we not making it? You're here in Europe, there's something not happening right in relationship or at work or any angle, friendships as well, which are very important. So there's a way of working on it, and I love to hear it from Lilian how she explains it to us. So there's actually those ones who are listening to us, we have a very easy practice. I hope you're keen on doing an exercise with us, and I got it from Lilian YouTube, so that you can also follow her YouTube. Get yourself comfortable somewhere where you feel easy, because she's gonna take us through a very, very a process to make you relax and also meditate. How to learn meditating in a more easier way. That the breathing technique she uses. There's all sorts of meditation, but her way of doing it, I love it. It's easy to do and makes you calm down, especially when you're facing a lot of. Thank you so much, Eva. Wow, that's great advice. Self-love. Yes, that is the number one if you want somebody to love you as well, and also even in life as well. So thank you as well for mentioning that. So I can see there are no questions. Normally we do have a lot of questions, but here today people are very keen to learn from you, Lilian, to listen and to follow you up. And if you have questions later on, feel free to add them here on this chat, and we'll be happy to share with you with the question. So Lilian, before we leave, because I'm going to play the video and it might take long, so you guys, you need around to I think 15 to 19 minutes. I'm not sure how long the video is, and then from there we will end the show. But before we get there, maybe you can motivate us, somebody who is going through the fear right now as we speak, who is listening, somebody who has anxiety at the moment, who and also going through stress, and they want a quick remedy or motivation to make the step they need to get over it. How motivate us, one of your last motivation statement to as we end the program.
Oh, so let me think. What can I do? You want me to do something or to say something? So I'm now like, oh my God, what
To
is she
say,
want?
you just need to say. You just need to tell us what the last words to help people who are going through fear, anxiety, and stress. And if you are going through that anyway, we have a video that is coming up right now after this that Lilian did, and you can follow more of that on YouTube, and you can do it later. But right now, I need you to tell us why we should do something now and not just sit back and do nothing.
Okay. So what you have to do right now is start breathing consciously. Like, when I say breathe, people go like, but you're breathing. Otherwise, you will not be watching this video. So we are all breathing anyway. We all breathe. The best thing when you want to check now and to calm down is to breathe softly, consciously. Like you take a deep breath in, hold it like 5 seconds, and then you let go. We can do that right now. It really feels great, and you feel calm and you feel connected to yourself. Okay, let's do this. Three inhales and 3 exhales. Okay, and make sure you raise your whole body, and you can use your arms to help you go over the head, and then breathe out all the way to your toes. That helps a lot. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and don't strain yourself. Just feel, easy. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Hold now and release. Take it all the way to your legs, to your toes, all the way. And then take another deep breath from the toe to your head. Hold the air. Hold, and release all the way down. Okay, the last one, let's do it longer. Okay, so inhale, hold. This is stronger. Hold, and let go. You already feel good, don't you? And then we can do the other favorite one. Joy likes this one. The one where you're running like. So if you want to go
Getting
party
your
tonight,
energy.
It's Friday night. So let's do this. It's called flight or fight. When you see a lion coming, you want to run away, right? If you're a gazelle in the savannah or whatever. So make sure you feel like you have power and you have to run to overcome the lion coming. So what you do, you're going to breathe like strong. And this really boosts your energy and you feel like power. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Run. Come on. Use the whole body. The lion. The elephant.
I have an elephant. Elephant is behind me. Oh my God. So are we running?
You're still running. Yeah. So these are great exercises. One is to connect with your inner body when you go slowly breathing in and let it go. You feel your body. And the other one is to give you energy. And then I have the other one for anxiety when you feel stressed out and you're sad or whatever, is the one you breathe in like 6 inhales and 6 seconds hold and 6 seconds exhale. So it goes like this. Six. How do you do six? 6 times. So you inhale 6 times, and then you hold 6 seconds, and then you exhale 6 times out. This is when you have to answer that email where you're, oh my God, oh, you're stressed out. This is for stress. And when you feel like, oh God, I am feeling so anxiety and fear. This is good for fear, anxiety, and stress. The 666 is called. I hope that's good enough now.
Uh, wow, that's perfect. That's actually perfect for us right now because you're now ready to get to your video. I want to thank you so much to those who are listening to us now and those who join later. And feel free to ask questions. You've had the exercise of the lion running after you. I have the elephant. Okay, there it is. and how to energize yourself, and also how to calm down with the breathing techniques. They are great. And if you want more information, Lilian is there for you. Check out on her book she mentioned. Check on Amazon, God Wants You to Know. And she has a beautiful book there for you to read. And also, if you want to learn a lot about how to go through your fear, anxiety, and stress, reach out to her on Facebook. Maybe give us, where should we find you? You also have a website. Give us their name so that we can know where to find you as well.
So the web page is very easy. It's under construction still, but you can still reach me there. It's liliannjoki.com. It's simple. It's www.liliannjoki.ch. Sorry, .ch, not .com, .ch. And I'm very alive on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube now. So follow me in YouTube because I'll be putting there more videos. And I think you will learn a lot about everything. And I wish you could tell me your topics and then we can discuss. I'll be very happy to help. Really. Thank you so much. And thank you, Joy. And people, just applause and Joy. Joy is a connector of us here, diaspora. Without Joy, we are lost. She brings the right people. She gives us the chances. She boosts people's businesses. She's a great networker. And if you have help, this woman knows everything. I mean, sometimes I'm like, God, what are you doing? Today you're preparing this. And I'm like, what is that again? I thought we were going to Facebook. No, it's whatever. So if you don't know how to position yourself online, Joy is the right person. She doesn't give herself that credit, but she's very good, people. She's very good.
Thank you. Feedback is always welcome, and I love that. And that people recognize the work we do and the work you do. It's amazing. Thank you, Eva. Eva, you've been with us all from the beginning until now. Thank you. I really enjoyed that, lady. Thank you. Wish you a great weekend. And don't leave, because we have a great video coming up now that we're going to leave you as you enjoy. And it's a fantastic video. Thank you, Lilian, for making time to come to us. And I'll leave the video continuing, and then it will end at the end. The video, the broadcast will end, but I'll be here with you enjoying and making. So find out yourself a relaxed place and enjoy the video. So it's coming up shortly. It's gonna take some few seconds, but meantime, find yourself a nice, relaxed area where you can enjoy and follow the video, and follow also these YouTube videos in the future.
Hello, my name is Lilian Njoki. I'm a transformational trainer. I train people how to reconnect to their inner child. The inner child meditation called RCM came upon because I wanted to recondition myself from inside out. I am a fitness instructor. I've been a personal trainer for many, many years, and I decided to combine the fitness part of the physical body, and the inner part. And that's where I thought those two go together very well. And even now, science is now coming to conclusion that it's really true you train in out, not outside in. I mean, most of us, we go to fitness studios just to look great, to feel beautiful and all that. But the inside, nobody really talks about your inner body. And that's why I want to combine these together. So I give classes and lessons, and I'm also having private clients. And today I'm
Yes, unfortunately, the video has gotten a hiccup. But as I mentioned, you can find Lilian Njoki. Follow up this video again on YouTube. You'll find it under and the Lilian Njoki, and you'll follow up the video from there. We've had a small hiccup there. It got kicked out, and maybe because from the YouTube, but follow it up on YouTube again, as I said, and the Lilian Njoki, and you will find also her as well on her website, lilianjoki .ch. And don't forget to buy her book as well. The book is out and has been there on Amazon. You can also find the book as well. Feel free to check on it. And then we also, don't forget also to check us again on African Women in Europe. We have so many videos, great speakers coming here every other day, encouraging us and showing us the way of how to do things in life. Today's topic was a very, very important one, as you heard. It was about learning how to overcome fear, anxiety, stress, and distress. And other topics are coming up. So I want to encourage you all, wherever you're of the weekend, check us again next Friday. Oh, next Friday, we have a great topic for you. And the topic will be based about doing business, agriculture. How about agriculture, farming, agriculture from the diaspora? That's going to be very tough discussion. The discussion will be about how diaspora are doing farming in Africa, and actually what is there in Africa to do farming. What is happening there? What can you engage in from a distance? And how is the experience for the distance farming? So this topic will be going out throughout the week. Check out on us, and we'll be sharing you more information on our page, all pages that we have, African Women in Europe page, and also check out on our website as well to keep up with it. It's a very important, agriculture is the way to go. So check out on us, www.africanwomen.Europe. To be a member is free. And I thank you for joining us, and have a lovely evening. And thank you all for being there for African Women in Europe. And together we are strong. Bye-bye for now.